Hey, what's happening, guys? This is Will. Today is like a Sunday. I kind of, doing a little chilling out. I went to storage to pick up a few things. What I was doing, I was making some room in my stature room for more stuff. And so I got some shelving that I was going to put up some other shelving, and I had a few other spots that became open. I also have a curio that I just had assembled that I was going to make some room for that and try to squeeze it in the more confined spots that I already had. And I was kind of working around in the den to put another curio in the den for some more stuff that I have coming for the fall from SAT Show and for the early part of next year because I plan on picking up a lot of the SAT Show stuff from the Marvel line, the Comic Cat figures. But more so like when I'm doing the shelving, I tend to kind of want more like a more durable or a plastic type statue or figures on it. I don't really buy figures that much anymore like I used to. So what I more so do now is tend to buy like certain figures or more like a figure that's built more on the line of a statue type of look. So what I did, went to stores, pick up a few things, look around. This is one of the things that I picked up. This is Screech. It's like a villain, more like a Spawn type villain. I guess with the light you probably can't see too much of it. Probably turn around the back, maybe you can get an idea of how you look. It's more of a Spawn bad guy type figure. But it looks pretty cool though. I guess when I put it on the shelf, probably get, let you guys see, get a better look at how the thing looks because it's so all dark up in here in the box. Looking around and seeing a few other things. This right here is like the figure from the AVP, the Alien vs Predator. This is one of the the better or cool scenes in the movie that I like. It had, when the alien had, stabbed the Predator and he had brought him up by his tail and then, hit him in the head with the tongue. And I thought that was a real cool scene in the movie. So this right here is like the figure from McFarlane. I had like a couple of these that I had bought. And just sitting up in my storage boxes, so I figured maybe I can make some kind of diorama or something with this. So I'm working on that too with the plastic shelving that I'm assembling. Here's another Spawn figure. This is more like him in flight. I know the Spawn thing sort of died out a little bit. It's not as big as it was once upon a time. But I guess at one point I was buying a lot of Spawn figures, and I guess now, I'm trying to display them now when the figure kind of died out, but it still look cool though. And this is the one that I was going to sort of make with like he hovering in midair, without any kind of support of a base or anything. And I'll show you the trick to that. I'm working on that. It will look like the figures, basically just floating, more like in midair. So that should look kind of cool, with that. I ran across a lot of these. These were those McFarlane Movie Maniac figures. I got a few other ones too. I have like a few naked like little spots on shelving that I can throw up a couple of these. This is the Fly. I know SAT Show had done one. It just popped in my mind when I seen this. And maybe I may think about looking on eBay and see what they asked them for it. Because I'm sort of into the movie monsters. And this would be one that I would, really consider on, picking up. That other pumpkin here is too expensive, so. This right here is kind of cool. And I ran across, I had like maybe, I don't know, 3 of these that I ran across that I bought. This is by Mezco. It's like I don't know, like those little Lego type looking type, figures. It's the alien right here at the top and the astronaut suit, like the Kane kind of guys, and the space jockey. So it has kind of like a nice little cool look to it. I don't know if you can see it because it's kind of dark, but when I set it up, I do a recap on it. The back is kind of cool too. It has kind of like the movie poster of Alien, which is kind of cool. So I show you how this look at the. I found a spot for it. This is another action figure diode that I found. This right here is the Al Simmons versus Spawn. Sorry with the darkness, I should have set a movie light behind the camera. Then it's sort of dark here in the kitchen. You may get a better look at this. The Al Simmons, you see more like a knife fight with Spawn, so it's going to look like this. So, but I see how that go. The reason with shelving, I tend to kind of just put more like a large scale or nice scale action figures on shelving. I don't put statues anymore on shelving because through experience, a few of them have fell off. I think it was due to the weight or either the shelving itself. So through the ins and outs of that, I said I never put another statue on the shelf. I would only put it on more so like the curio, either more like something like small tabletop or something similar to that to keep from breaking it. Because I've broken maybe three or four statues by putting them on like wall shelving units. And so after that, I said, no, not again, And two of them was, I couldn't even replace, so I had to wind up throwing them away. I had the relic, the Kotoga, before on another video I've done in the past. I bought like 3 of these. The very first one I bought, I had assembled. I was trying to find it. I forget where I even put the thing, but I guess, with the storage in the attic and the storage locker, it's sort of hard to kind of keep up with stuff. Then, even on my back porch, I have a few totes back there with stuff. So I'm gonna have to try to find that. But anyway, I grew tired of trying to find it, so I went and got one of these. I'm gonna take it to the guy. I found a guy now that knows how to paint it. So I'm just gonna give him the whole box here, just assemble this and paint it for me, and I just display it. Show you some pictures of how the thing looks. Actually, the reason why I bought 3, I really originally just bought one of these in the beginning. And what happened, the comic book store went out, not comic book store, but the hobby store that went out of business. They had, I guess had like a, sale. And so they still had 2 of them left, so I just went and bought the other 2. I paid a lot less for what I originally paid for it in the beginning. But this was some years ago. I'm also a big sci-fi fan. This is the Spindrift from Land of the Giants. It's kind of like the space type airplane or passenger craft. This is one of my old school favorite sci-fi movies because originally I really got into this in the beginning as a kid, building models, and mostly at that time the only thing they really had was per se sci-fi type movie stuff. So I started off originally as a model builder. But this is one of my favorite shows. I tend to love anything on the sci-fi land. So I plan on just, killing a little time, maybe just putting this together. I have quite a few things of Spindrift. I have a custom-made, almost a 20 or either 16-inch one made by a company called Lunar that's gone too. This right here is like from the old mold of the Aurora one. But this is made by Polar Lights, which is actually Praying Mantis. And so they have like a lot of molds, and some of them they kind of retooled to more so make the model a little better than the original. Now this right here is real cool. This is made by Horizon. I think that's like a company over in the United Kingdom. They make a lot of the real nice alien model kits back in the day. This right here is Spider-Man 2099. This is a real cool model. So I was going to take this to my friend and have him to paint and assemble this one. I was going to assemble it myself like most of the time, most of what I do. But they tend to kind of prefer to do it themselves. So, rather than cock block, and I just let him go ahead on and just put the thing together. But it is a real nice model. The new Spider-Man video game, Shattered Dimensions. This is one of the Spider-Mans that's in it. You have Spider-Man Noir, which is more Spider-Man back in the 20s or 30s. And you have the classic Spider-Man, the red and blue. The black symbiont Spider-Man, and also this one, Spider-Man 2099. This is actually a comic book line that Marvel had done like around the 90s. Which was okay. It was, how would a Spider-Man of the future look. So it was a pretty good storyline. I purchased quite a few of the comic books. I think I got the first one, and I went all the way until maybe 20 some issues, and then they got a little boring. Now this right here is real cool. I don't even remember buying this thing. This is actually for your desk. If you have like a computer desk or a desk you do work on or something like this, if you can see kind of like the logo, it has like the little X-Men logo right here, as you can see, and it has like a thing saying the claw of Wolverine, and actually this is the claw. Just want to show you some of the detail of it. As you can see, the blades, they sharp, has a nice little point to it too. But this right here is, the detail of it. You see right here, it gives you more like cables, screws, more, like the that kind of, metallic like bone structure. This is real nice. This is actually a letter opener, and what it does, you had the base here. Okay, you put the I guess this would be on the hole. It's kind of hard to hold, and for you guys to kind of see what I'm doing. And this would be like right on the base on your desk. And when you have your letters, you just take it off and just cut your letters open. It's really like a letter opener, and a prop at the same time, which I thought was pretty cool. But it has some really nice detail in it, and I really forgot I even bought this thing. I think this was made by Marvel's Creative Licensing, so they're no longer around either. But I just love the detail, especially the cables and the more metallic bony structure, and the blades are sharp. So that's a nice little thing to get. A few little things I picked up right quick. Found this for my little display of, you guys know my living room, how I have the Curios Klingon Warbird. Found this also. I have like 2 big boxes that I grabbed. Okay, here we go. I had to find the other piece to it. Classic Klingon Cruiser. This right is a model that I put together. I probably put this together like maybe 15 years ago, but this was broke off of it, so I'm going to have to kind of crazy glue the bridge part, and I may go over, just paint a little bit. I'm just going to hang this in the ceiling. Probably in my hallway or either the statue room or whatever. But it's a pretty cool model. It's one of my favorite. I love the ships. Here's another thing, the Runabout from DS9. It's pretty cool. I put this together, around the time when the series was out. They also have like a light kit that you can put in these also. But I think you would probably need to have the kit unassembled and hook up the light stand. It's some kind of funny kind of, I guess, I don't know, scanner or array or something that came with it also that you put on it, most of the time when I seen the series, it didn't really have this on there. I may have seen maybe once or twice with this on it, but generally it was always like this, a Runabout from Deep Space Nine. But it's a pretty cool model, and I put it together quite a while ago. Love the little viewport, windows, on the sides and, in the rear too. So, it's kind of cool. Okay, and this right here, which is pretty cool. I want to show you this before I run out of time. This right here is like the classic Warbird. You see it has the bird emblem at the bottom of it. This right here is like the Captain Kirk one. It's pretty dirty because I had some little water damage in this particular box. This is right before I moved my storage, because it was in a bad area that was leaking. And I never got a chance to really kind of go around. I wish I had the batteries in it, but I took the batteries out because I didn't want them to leak. But this is very cool, so I look forward to putting this, or finding some room to put this. And this is the base to it too. See, it has a classic Romulan insignia, like the bird crescent, so that looks pretty nice. Also, speaking of Romulans, got the Romulan Warbird. This right here is probably one of the best sounding ones made by Playmates. Doesn't have a base, that's a drawback from it, which is, kind of sucks. But it looks real cool. It's from the Romulan Warbird from the Next Generation. So, look forward to trying to figure out how to display that. Also, I found the classic phaser from the first Star Trek, the William Shatner ones. It makes the lights and sound. Sorry I didn't get a chance to put batteries in it. Also found the classic communicator. You know, also has a sound and talking and lights flashing, so that was kind of cool. These two things right here, I'll probably wind up wall mounting them somewhere in the statue room. Hey, but I have quite a few other little things too I picked up. I just kind of want to give you guys a quick, you know, thing on what I picked up. But anyway, hey, I'll be talking with you guys later, and I'll keep you updated on other stuff I have, and I'll be putting out more videos a little later. Peace.